The student being filmed today was a chronic behavior problem in my classroom. From the first day Lily entered the room, her behavior was disruptive. In order to address Lily's behaviors, I began the process of verbal reminders, phone calls home, and then written referrals to her designated assistant principal. Now that I look back at my experiences with Lily, I can see many alternatives that I could have pursued other than the ones I did. The following film clip is an example of the chronic behaviors that Lily manifested. We need to finish these projects by the end of the day, so let's get to work and I'll be around to ask questions. Thank you very much.
Kid! Don't do that! Give me that! Give me the piece of paper! It's mine! That's my note! It's my note! Yes, that is. It's my note! Give me the note! Ashley!
Lily!
Pass it to him and then give my note! She's a loser.
Lily!
Yes?
Please, could you keep your voice down? We want to have a normal, like a My restaurant attempts voice to here, give her please. verbal and gestural reminders were not effective, obviously. Phone calls home were relatively ineffective as well. And if I kept sending in written referrals, eventually she would have been expelled and sent to the county's alternative school. I opted to tolerate her behaviors and try to minimize their effect on the class.
You're a loser. You are a loser, and you need to get a life. Get a life. No, I'm tired of you coming over here and bugging me. I mean, it's always me. You're a loser. You're a loser, and I can do whatever. What? Can you read? Loser.
You spell well. Now, Lily.
But.
No, the beginning of the period.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't mean that.
I'm going to contact you next period teacher.
Whatever.
And
My
then-
other teacher's a lot better than you. I mean,
I'm
you're like a total
I'm sure
jerk.
I'm sure
You're a
he
jerk.
is. Yeah,
Somebody tell you you're a jerk?
I know you feel
Now, as I reflect on my experiences with Lily and on my studies on classroom management,
Whatever.
I believe I would have begun with a need-to-need intervention as suggested in the final video segment of our class DVD, Severe and Chronic Behavior Problems. A need-to-need intervention is a way to privately discuss problems with a student in close proximity. The following is an example of how our private conference might have gone.
Lily, you know, I get so frustrated because I want to be a good teacher. And when you call out names, when you call me names in the classroom and you throw pencils, you make me feel like I'm not a very good teacher. And I want to be a good teacher for you, Lily. When you act that way in class, what are you trying to do? Well, I mean, what are you trying to accomplish?
I'm just trying to hang out with my friends. I mean, that's all I'm trying to do. I don't know my friends. I don't get to see them that much, so, I'm in class and now you see them.
So, you don't get to see your friends that much? What's
Yeah,
wrong?
I mean, I go home and I take care of my brothers and sisters and I'm going to wait till my mom gets home. So when she gets home, it's late. I never get play dates or anything like all my other buddies do. So I like to hang with them in class.
Oh, so what you're saying to me is that because you never ever get to see your friends other than school,
Yeah. I mean, my mom and my dad didn't live with us. They're divorced, and I never see him. But mom works really late, so I have to take care of them and do homework with them and all that. So the only time I get to see my friends, it's like in school. That's it.
so you'd rather socialize during school you'd rather be with your friends than.
Yeah, I mean, I never see them except school. And summer's coming, and I never see them in summer because I'm
Your mom work all summer long?
Yeah, I mean, she works, so I'm with them all day. And I mean, it's hard.
Do you talk to your friends on the phone at all? Or?
Yeah, a little. I mean, you know, but they don't want to talk to me on the phone. They're gone with their friends doing stuff.
After our knee-to-knee intervention, I think a closer analysis of her behavior would also be in order. Obviously, there are very good reasons why Lily tried so desperately to get her peers' attention. Her single mom was at work most of the time, leaving Lily to babysit her brothers and sisters, and it seems obvious that her home life contributed to her classroom behavior. But I believe that it would also be necessary to collect data on Lily's behavior at school. To do this, I would conduct a functional behavior assessment in order to determine the antecedents and consequences of her specific behaviors. In addition to the functional analysis, I think, in her case, a self-monitoring system would have been very effective after our knee-to-knee intervention. She would be given an index card on which to monitor and record her own behavior. First, Lily would identify both the desirable and undesirable behaviors in my classroom, and then role-play both behaviors. She then would be introduced to the self-monitoring process in which she would record her behaviors at 10-minute intervals. Each day, we would meet after class shortly to discuss her progress, at which time I could specifically praise any progress that she had made. If the previous behavior interventions didn't elicit desired behavior, then we would enter into a behavior contract, which would be agreed upon by both of us.
Lily, what do you think we need to change? What do you need to change in my classroom?
I don't know, I guess not really talk a lot or something. Maybe, be a little more quiet.
Well, a little more quiet?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I try and do what I can.
Well, what about yelling across the classroom? Is that appropriate behavior?
No.
Banging on the table on purpose?
No. I'm trying.
Okay, all right. Well, this is what I think we ought to do. I really think that if we agree upon one behavior you're going to improve, kind of make a contract, and we both sign it. Then you're going to know specifically what you're going to work on. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, the one thing I really want us to work on is for you not to disturb the other students. You can chit-chat as long as you can work. You can talk during my class. It's fine. As long as you can get your work done. So you can socialize some, but you have to stop disturbing other children and making it difficult for them to do their work. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so here you go. I want you to look at this contract. Come here. Come here. Now, I have down here the reason for the contract is that Lily is disturbing the classroom, the learning environment. Okay? Now, I would like you to learn more responsible behavior. So what I want from you is responsible behavior would be that you can work in the class without disturbing others. Okay? Like you can talk. Remember I told you you could talk. Okay. I will, and right here it says what's going to happen if you do behave and you stop disturbing others. You're probably going to get a better grade because you're going to finish your work. Right? Okay. If I do not stop disturbing others, I will, and there's going to be a consequence. I know you don't like the consequence, but you know it's real important for you to socialize with your friends, right? Well, if you can't stop disturbing others, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you eat lunch in my classroom so you're not going to be able to see or talk to your friends during lunch, which is an appropriate social time, isn't it? Don't you look forward to lunch and you can talk to your friends? Well, if you can't stop disturbing others, the consequence is you're not going to be able to talk to your friends during lunch. You'll be in my classroom. Okay, so I'm trying not to do the whole referral thing where I write you up, send you to the in-school suspension. I'm trying to do this so that, we can keep it just between you and I. Do you think we can do that?
To conclude, I feel that Lily could be given reminders, knee-to-knee interventions, and behavioral contracts, but any change in behavior would be difficult without some social skill training. Lily had spent so much time caring for her younger brothers and sisters that she hadn't had the opportunity to develop the same social skills as her peers. To assist Lily in acquiring age-appropriate social skills, eliciting the help of school counselors would be very helpful. Classroom teachers have so many different roles to assume that social skills training would be best served if handled by a third party, such as the guidance department. As Jones & Jones state, extensive research supports the benefits of social skill training with students experiencing behavioral difficulties in the school setting. Although we cannot help Lily change her home situation, we can help her learn how to appropriately socialize with her peers.